Hello everybody and welcome to another video. So, in this video we're going to be doing part 2 of my video log for my Space Wolves. I've done a little bit more work on them. I figured I'll do a little bit more sharing. You can kind of see things in the background here of what's going to be adding, but it's all exciting. Anyway, so if you are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. We are growing massively quick towards that 5,000 goal, and hit the like and share and all that good stuff. But anyway, less of that. Let's jump in. We'll have a little talk about my Space Wolf army and how it's progressing. Oh yeah, Space Wolves. Been working pretty hard on them and been having a lot of fun. Really loving them. In fact, I've actually got a 1,000-point game where I'm going to be playing Space Wolves tonight and using some of the models that I finished. Not completely everything, because I still don't have a fully 1,000-point army painted, so I will be using some of my Ember's Children as proxies, but still I'm going to get my wolves out on the table, at least some of the character models and some of the other stuff, but I'm still quite excited about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the camera, we're going to have a little look on the painting table, I'm going to show you exactly what I've been doing. If you haven't watched part 1, you can see kind of like where I was at when I did part 1 and where I am now, which is, there's still progress. It's slow progress on some things, but there's progress on a lot of other things. But anyway, let's jump over and let's have a little look at what I've been doing. Alright, so we have been doing quite a lot, to be fair. I actually had to watch back on the last video to sort of see myself, where I was and where I am in this one. But yeah, it's been really fun, and the army is slowly but surely growing. So the newest thing that has been added to it is this Redemptor Dreadnought. I've added a little pelt here and some of the little necklaces from the Space Wolf kit. I'm thinking about trying to work out where I could put the shield, potentially like on the shoulder pad, but not overly too sure yet. But I'm pretty happy with that. This is going to get let it dry and then airbrush it, and then I'll get that painted up on for battles. But yeah, a bit of a big gun. But starting off small, obviously if you've been looking at the channel and you've been looking at the tutorials, there is a tutorial for these two guys, and these two wolves are done. These are from the Head Takers. They're pretty cool. There is going to be another tutorial for this guy. I want to do an albino wolf like Jon Snow and Game of Thrones. So if you've seen the other tutorial on the Space Wolf on the channel, you'd have seen this guy was used as that model for that tutorial. He is like the pack leader for my Blood Claws. And speaking of the Blood Claws, the last time you've seen them, they weren't based and they didn't have their shoulder pads done or anything like that. So, you know, these guys are coming along. I've actually almost finished their power packs. I just need to get the edge highlighted and the metallics done, and then they can get glued in place. But yeah, really loving these new kits. Absolutely loving the new kits. But yeah, I think there's so much character in them. I'm really loving them. I really can't actually really look forward to getting my hands on the Grey Hunters, although I do have 10 to build and paint, but I will be getting at least another couple of packs of them. And then these guys, I've got the actual other 5 members of this squad built, and they'll be getting ready to be airbrushed, and then I'll start getting these guys done and getting the pack finished. But that is not all. That is not all indeed. Obviously, Ragnar Blackmane is now completely finished. His back power pack has been done. I think in the last video I talked about how I just needed to do the power pack for Ragnar, and he's pretty much done now, completely. His power pack is there, all on, and he's done and all based and everything else. Just got to do the little rimming. But yeah, absolutely loving it, and I can't wait to roll him out with 20 Blood Claws. That's going to be absolutely hilarious. But that's not all. Obviously, if you have been looking at the channel, you would know that I got Logan Grimnard done. And this is the reason why the army is taking a little bit longer to progress, because I got stuck into this guy. He is like the big centerpiece model. And I sort of did a little bit extra work on the armor, you know, little highlights and shading and stuff. But I'm really happy with how Logan, I actually need to do that gemstone right there. But other than that, I am really happy with how he has turned out. And the wolves, the black wolf and the sort of dark brown wolf, really happy with how he's turned out. There was going to be a lot more tutorials on here. There was going to be one from the axe and certain features and stuff on there and the wolf, but the entire footage was corrupted. So, you know, that's why that never happened. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with how he's venturing and he's turned out. He is an absolute amazing model. Absolutely amazing. Probably one of the best models that GW have done for a very, very, very long time. And you can't have a giant Terminator Wolf Lord like that without actually having some Wolf Guard for him to lead. And this is the pack leader for my first unit of Wolf Guard Terminators. I'm currently working on the first 5. There is a tutorial coming for how I do my axes. They're very super quick. But everything else on here is basically, you know, already up on the channel for tutorials. The fur, the armor, everything else, and then the blades are going to be coming very, very soon. Probably this weekend. So that's the pack leader. Then I also have this guy. He is done as well. I just need the shield. I've got some really cool idea on the shield. And as you will notice, that my power armored guys are Ragnar and my Terminators are Logan Grimnar. The reason why is all of my Terminators in my army are going to be from Logan's great company. And the reason for that is because, you know, I would like to run a pure Terminator army at some point. But yeah, really, really chuffed with how he's turned out. And then the next member, he's pretty much done as well. If you've been checking out TikTok, you'll have seen that. And yeah, really, absolutely loving these guys. The models are so damn good. And I really love the level of detail on them. So I've got these two, and then the last two to do is these. These have been airbrushed, and then I'm going to tidy everything up and start getting them done. But yeah, then that'll be the squad pretty much finished. Just need to do the 4 shields at that stage, and then get them in. But yeah, I'm really, really loving it. That's basically where the army stands right now. And it's coming along really well. I'm really, really chuffed. I keep looking at my Terminators and just going, oh my god, they're so good. And the reason why I'm pretty excited about the Terminators is I pretty much wrote a list for 30 Wolfguard Terminators, Logan Grimnar, Arak Ox Rockfist, and basically a couple of units of Wolf Scouts and a big massive blob of Blood Claws led by either a battle leader or a Wolf Priest. Probably the Wolf Priest. And then I think I've got a couple of tanks potentially in there as well, and that's the 2,000 point army. I think it would be it's going to be really fun to collect and paint, and yeah, I think having the 30 Wolf Guard is really going to be cool to do. You know, 30 Terminators, you've got to do it. You know, it has to be done, so I'm going to do it. That's my plan. I think it's going to be amazing. But yeah, and then I've got some Grey Hunters that I'm going to be working on. I want to get at least 3 packs of Grey Hunters, and I want at least a big, massive blob of 20 Blood Claws. Potentially, maybe 2 blobs of 20, just for the shits and giggles. And then I've got like head takers and stuff like that. This weekend I will get the Wolf Scouts will be arriving. Will be coming out, and I do have a pack of Wolf Scouts to come. And once I get them, I'm going to be doing a little bit of painting video on them as well, and we can actually have a proper look at the kit. I'll be doing a video of like what the kit's like, as well as, you know, painting one up as well. So I'm really looking forward to getting them. But all in all, I'm super, super excited about the future of what the Space Wolves have got to come. I'm going to be doing another video on the Space Wolves and why it isn't compatible with the Space Marine Codex. Check this video out when it comes, because it really isn't. And I kind of feel that maybe it's a possible hint to something in the future, or it's just Games Workshop need to tidy things up. But either way, in that video, we're just going to discuss it. But yeah, I'm super excited to get this army like really sort of on the table so I can continue expanding on it. Keep an eye out on my Instagram, my TikToks. I'm going to be putting plenty of work in progress videos and stuff like that. I don't really like doing short form content on my YouTube channel because it kind of messes with the algorithm and kind of screws everything up. So I'll just stick to Instagram and TikTok for short form content. And yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot more Space Wolf stuff going in. And I've also got some colours for my Grand Cafe. So I'm going to be doing an entire upheaval of my Grand Cafe. I've painted like 3 models of my Jade Warriors and wasn't happy with them. I have a box of Warriors to replace them with. So I'm going to be doing a bit of a change on that. And expect some Grand Cafe content painting wise to come in the very near future. And we're going to be talking a little bit more about Cafe as well. And yeah, I've treated myself to some Norska for the old world. So even more Vikings coming to the channel. Because why not? It's amazing. It's an absolute great time to be a Warhammer fan and a Warhammer nerd. And tomorrow there's going to be another video about something else. A big announcement on the channel is coming tomorrow. And also a video for Trench Crusade as well. And then at the weekend, there will be a painting video for those blades in regards to the Space Wolves. So lots of content coming over the next couple of days, so make sure you do check that out. And while you're there, smash that subscribe button. Help me get to 5,000 subscribers so I can do a big giveaway. And there'll be more about the big giveaway on tomorrow. And also, like, share, and comment and all that good stuff. If you want to support me by getting me a coffee, you can do by over in the members and the Patreons. If you don't want to, that's perfectly fine. I don't mind, as long as you have hit that subscribe button. And that's the video, everybody. I will see you in the next one. Have an absolute amazing day.